He looked me dead in the eyes on Ava's sixth birthday, the one they didn't even bother texting about after 11 a.m., and said the words that snapped 32 years of guilt in half. Your daughter don't exist to us. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just opened my banking app, deleted every single scheduled payment I'd been sending them for 8 straight months. Rent, lights, groceries, insurance, their damn Netflix, and felt the chains fall off my ankles right there on the kitchen floor. Then I whispered to the dark, bet, because the grandparents who just erased my baby girl like she was a typo, they were about to find out real quick that karma don't need a GoFundMe. She got receipts, a group chat, and a whole bloodline ready to spill the tea. Drop your city, and the moment you finally stopped watering dead people and watched the whole toxic garden burn in the comments. I'm reading every single one, no cap. My name is Arya Hayes, 32, single mama, night shift ER nurse. South Atlanta, born and raised in the same little brick duplex my parents still swear they can't afford to leave. For 8 months straight, every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp, $700 left my checking account and landed in theirs. Rent on their apartment that I never once stepped foot in after 2019. Georgia Power, water bill, Publix gift cards, even their Hulu password so they could keep watching their church shows. I told myself it was love. Told myself if I kept showing up with money, maybe one day they'd show up for my daughter. Ava, 6 years old, gap-toothed smile that could melt ice, still believes grandparents are supposed to bring you books and hugs and smell like cookies. I was wrong on every single count. Ava's birthday was a Saturday in May. I turned our tiny backyard into a pink glitter explosion. Dollar Tree streamers flapping in the breeze, mason jars of lemonade with the little paper straws, cupcakes from Scratch Bakery because my baby deserved the good frosting. She wore the sparkly Elsa dress she saw on TikTok and begged for since Christmas, kept running to the front gate every 10 minutes yelling, "Mommy, are Nana and Papa almost here yet?" I smiled so hard my face hurt. Any minute now, baby girl. But I already knew. They'd sent one text that morning at 8:03 a.m. Happy birthday to Ava from us. That was it. No gift, no call, no RSVP to the invite I mailed 3 weeks earlier with a glitter sticker that said, "You're invited" in Ava's handwriting. By sunset, the candles were melted into the cupcakes, the lemonade was gone, and Ava sat on the porch steps, clutching an unopened gift bag with frosting smeared across her nose like war paint. "Maybe they just forgot," she whispered, voice small. I crouched down, hugged her so tight I felt her little heartbeat hammering against mine, and lied through my teeth. "We still had the best day ever, didn't we?" She nodded, but her eyes were glassy. That night, after she finally passed out with cupcake crumbs on her pillow and her Elsa dress still on, I called my daddy. He answered on the third ring, sounding annoyed, like I was a telemarketer. "Why y'all ain't come today?" Long pause. Then the hammer dropped cold. "Your child don't exist for us." Click. Line dead. I sat there in the dark living room, phone still at my ear, listening to nothing. My chest didn't break. It just went completely numb. Then something ice cold and calm washed over me like I'd been dunked in the Chattahoochee in February. I opened the banking app and started deleting every scheduled payment, every auto draft, every love y'all transfer. Ma. Rent? Canceled. Power bill? Canceled. Water? Canceled. Groceries? Canceled. Car insurance? I'd added them to? Canceled. Hulu? Canceled. It felt like cutting the ropes off my own ankles after carrying dead weight for 8 damn months straight. 45 minutes later, my phone lit up. "Mom. Arya, can you order us some Chinese? Nothing fancy. We're starving. House is empty." I stared at the message until the screen went black. Then I walked to Ava's room, tucked her blanket higher, kissed her warm little forehead, and whispered to the dark, "Never again, baby, never again." 3 whole days of radio silence. I thought maybe that was it. I was wrong. Day 4, the meltdown began like a Category 5 hurricane with my mama's name on it. Phone ringing off the hook. Mom screaming about betrayal, about how I'm killing them, about how the Bible says honor thy father and mother, Dad threatening to call Pastor Jenkins, and Tell the whole church what an ungrateful, wicked daughter I am. I hung up every time, blocked the numbers. Then my brother Ryan called. We barely talk except holidays, but when we do, it's real. Arya, I've been sending them money too. 300 every first Friday. Thought if we both helped, maybe they'd finally act right for Ava. They never once told me you were paying the big stuff. They've been double dipping us this whole damn time. I laughed so hard I cried. We both hung up and canceled every single thing the same day. Ryan even called the power company himself to make sure they knew his card was off the account too. That's when they went full nuclear. They went live on Facebook from their dusty living room couch. Mom fake crying into a Kleenex like she was auditioning for a Tyler Perry movie. Dad sitting beside her, arms crossed, looking like he swallowed a whole lemon. Title: The Truth About Our Ungrateful Children Who Abandoned Us. 31 minutes of straight lies. I forced money on them for years. I brainwashed Ryan. I kept Ava away out of spite. I'm mentally unstable. I'm using my daughter for sympathy points. And the absolute kicker, Daddy holding up Ava's birthday picture like it was evidence at trial. This child is not our family. She don't even look like us. We don't claim her. 468 people watched live. The comments were wild. Some ate it up like church potluck. Others called it sick, evil, demonic. One lady wrote, "Y'all need Jesus, an exorcist, and a therapist," not necessarily in that order. Ryan texted me immediately, "Do not respond, do not post, let them cook themselves." So I didn't say a word. I just screenshot everything, sent it to my lawyer, and kept living. And the universe said bet. First domino, their landlord, Mr. Richard, sweet old man who thought I was the responsible daughter paying everything, saw the live, saw them bragging that I was controlling them with money, and called me confused as hell. I told him the truth. Calm, clear, with receipts. He sent a certified eviction notice the next morning. 30 days to vacate, locks getting changed whether they're out or not. Second domino, Mom threw a whole tantrum at the CVS on Moreland Ave when her card declined for blood pressure meds. Started screaming about discrimination, waving her purse, knocked over a display of reading glasses. Security escorted her out. Some teenager filmed the whole thing on TikTok, went viral as Entitled Karen versus CVS. Then somebody recognized her from the Facebook Live and stitched the videos together. Comments turned brutal. "This the same lady who said her grandbaby don't exist?" K views overnight and climbing. Third domino. The annual family reunion rolled around, one I wasn't even invited to because drama. They showed up in all black like they were attending their own funeral, tried to give a speech about forgiveness and prodigal children. My cousin Lauren, 24, zero filter, my new personal hero, stood up, connected her phone to the Bluetooth speaker, and played their entire Facebook Live for the whole cookout. 300 people, lawn chairs, kids, watermelon, the works. Gasps. Grown men muttering, "Oh, hell nah." Kids started crying. Aunt Sheila dropped her potato salad. Uncle James stood up slow, voice shaking with rage, and said, "If that's how y'all treat a 6-year-old baby, then y'all don't eat at this table. Pack y'all's paper plates and go." They left with half-eaten ribs still in their hands while somebody filmed the walk of shame. That video hit 200K views in 2 days. Fourth domino. Their church, First Baptist of East Atlanta, same one they'd been deacons at for 30 years, deleted them from the website, removed them from the usher board, took their names off the prayer list. Pastor Jenkins called me personally to apologize for ever believing their lies. Fifth domino. Aunt Virginia, 78, legendary, writes letters like, "It's still 1955, we'll cut you with kindness." Mailed every relative a 4-page handwritten letter. Arya and Ava are the only family I claim now. The rest of y'all sat silent while a child was called non-existent. Shame on every single one of you. Do not call my house. She invited me, Ava, and Ryan to Sunday lunch every week, makes peach pie from scratch, teaches Ava how to snap green beans, calls her Sugarfoot, and means it. 6 months later, we're thriving like we won the lottery we never played. Ava started first grade with a brand new backpack and zero trauma about grandparents. Ryan moved into the duplex next door, helps with school pickup, spoils her with Chick-fil-A and books. Aunt Virginia taught me how to make real Southern cornbread and how to cuss somebody out with scripture. Multitasking queen. We spend every Sunday eating till we can't move, laughing till we cry, and taking pictures where everybody's actually smiling because they want to be there. My parents? Last I heard, they're sleeping on a cousin's couch in College Park, still telling anybody who'll listen that me and Ryan are demon possessed. Nobody's listening anymore. Their phones stay on low battery, their pride stays on life support, and their names stay off my caller ID. And yeah, I still got that sparkly pink Elsa dress hanging in Ava's closet. Sometimes she puts it on just to twirl in the living room while I film it for our private memories. Sometimes I watch her and remember the exact second I stopped begging for love from people who never had it to give. That was the day I finally became the mama she deserved, the sister Ryan needed, and the woman I was always meant to be. Yo, this ain't the end of Arya's story. This is the part where the credits roll, the real family shows up with pie and open arms, and the villains fade to black still talking to an empty room. From sending $700 every Monday to cutting the cord and watching the whole toxic tree fall in real time, life handed me the wildest, most Atlanta-ass redemption arc when I was one phone call away from breaking for good. So, tell me, what's the moment you stopped watering dead plants and started growing your own damn garden? City, toxic parents, fake friends, church folks, whatever. Drop the whole tea below. I'm reading every comment, replying to the real ones, because somebody out there is still sending that money, still waiting for people who'll never show up, and they need to know the second you choose peace over performance. The right ones pull up a chair, break bread, and never leave your table empty. Keep choosing you. Keep choosing your babies. Keep choosing the family that chooses you back every single day without a price tag. Peace out. Stay building tables where everybody eats. Stay blocking numbers like a pro. And never forget, some people gotta lose you to learn they never deserved you in the first place. Catch y'all on the flip. Love y'all. For real.